Hey guys, how we doing? So we're back with another film theory video, and this one is intriguing. This is film theory. Will Marvel break in one punch Infinity War Vibranium versus One Punch Man? So, can One Punch Man break Captain America's shield is basically, I think, where this video is going. I want to say yes, because One Punch Man can destroy anything in one punch. I don't know. That's the whole point of this video, isn't it? Like, let's theorize what would happen. But I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to go with One Punch Man could break Captain America's shield. Let's see what Film Theory has to say on this. I'm just fanboying all over though.
3rd century BC. A story is told of a merchant trying to sell a spear and a shield. When a customer asks how good his spear is, the merchant tells him that his spear can pierce any shield. The customer then asks how good the merchant's shield is, and he responds that it can defend from all spear
I think I know where this is going.
The customer then asks one final question.
What happens
what would happen if he were to take the merchant's spear and strike the shield?
Yeah.
The merchant had no answer. This story originated the Chinese word for contradiction, Na Duin, literally translated spear shield. So, what does happen when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Let's find out.
Cool. I like these. Yeah, science. It's a film theory.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, the show where brains always defeat brawn. The show where sometimes maybe brains can, in theory, be preferable to strength. You know, one of the biggest challenges with entertainment, it constantly has to one-up itself in order to stay new, fresh, and exciting. The first time The Matrix showed the world bullet time, no one had ever seen anything like it.
It was amazing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Nowadays, it's all old hats. That first big team-up in the Avengers, iconic cinema. But then Marvel couldn't just do it again. It already had been done. It had to evolve to stay fresh. So they did more heroes, and they had them fight each other. And then again in Infinity War, they one-upped themselves yet again by fixing the powers in really cool ways. We can't just watch people in capes kick and punch each other anymore. The standard has been raised for audiences time and time again. The reason I bring this up is because escalation is hard. At a certain point, you hit a ceiling, and it's really hard to go backwards. If the fate of the world is on the line for a given movie, well, it's hard to go back to stories where the
where it's like, oh no, the city's in trouble.
And after the fate of the world, where do you go? The fate of the galaxy.
Universe.
Then you're just, kind of stuck. Quite honestly, the same holds true for superheroes and their powers. Superman's biggest weakness as a character, it isn't kryptonite, it's that he's too strong. So today I wanted to pit two of superhero fiction's most escalated creations against each other to see which one comes out on top. The immovable object or the unstoppable force. In our first corner at 5'9", weighing 154 pounds, we have the guy whose greatest curse is that he wins every fight with a single punch. A character whose very existence is meant to parody overpowered anime superheroes, and the guy who shows us just how important it is to never skip leg day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm of course talking about a baldy who is far from basic, One Punch Man, Saitama! How strong is Saitama?
Very strong.
Mechanical beings, mutated warriors, monsters, walls, buildings, swords, meteors. With a single punch, Saitama is able to bring each and every one down. His only weakness is boredom.
The Fly episode.
In the second corner, it's our immovable object, the strongest material in all the Marvel films.
Vibranium.
Metal behind Captain America's impenetrable shield and Black Panther's suit, able to protect our favorite heroes from being diced, shot, or dismembered. But watch out for those snaps. It's the most indestructible metal that Marvel has the rights to put up on screen. Vibranium. KSI and Logan Paul, eat your hearts out. This is the biggest fight on YouTube, and I'm not even going to make you pay $10 for it.
Whoa.
So, let's get ready to theorize!
That's amazing.
To figure figure out who wins the battle between Vibranium's defensive abilities and Saitama's offensive power, we first need to figure out just how strong each one truly is.
Right,
so let's start with Vibranium.
Oh, okay, cool.
What makes this intergalactic metal so perfect for a match like this isn't how strong or durable it is, but because it has the ability to absorb kinetic energy. For those of you unfamiliar, in physics, kinetic energy is basically movement energy. All moving things have kinetic energy, which means that when Saitama goes to punch it, the Vibranium should be able to absorb most, if not all, of the force of Saitama's punch, storing that impact within the bonds of the material. Calculating the kinetic energy of an object is pretty easy. All it is 1/2 mass times velocity squared. So, is it possible to measure the limits of how much kinetic energy a given amount of Vibranium can handle? Well, we see multiple examples throughout the Marvel filmverse of Vibranium's durability. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America uses his Vibranium shield to easily deflect bullets. In Black Panther, we see Vibranium deflect multiple machine gun bullets. It reflects energy blasts from Iron Man in Civil War and can cushion falls. But, without question, the greatest feat of Vibranium strength we see in the movies happens in the Avengers, when Captain America uses his shield to repel Thor's hammer.
Wing!
Which is some serious power because, as stated in Thor,
Mjolnir forged in the heart of a dying star.
And star matter is massive. According to Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitter, quote, Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't know how he sounds. If Thor's hammer is made of neutron star matter, as implied by legend, then it weighs as much as a herd of 300 billion elephants. That's clearly Neil deGrasse Tyson. Nailed it! Now, I can already hear the angry internet commenters typing furiously that Odin said Thor's hammer was forged in a dying star, not from a dying star. And yeah, in the comics, Thor's hammer isn't constructed from star matter, but instead out of an enchanted metal called Uru. However, in the Marvel filmverse, it all might just be one and the same. You see, this is how Thor describes the material his hammer is made out of in Thor Ragnarok.
It was made from this special metal from the heart of a dying star.
It was made from this special metal from the heart of a dying star. And again, in Avengers Infinity War, we see the construction of Thor's replacement hammer axe, Stormbreaker. And it seems like the heat of the star is used more to heat this mystery metal rather than fill the mold.
How do we make it? Awaken the heart of a dying star.
We even know what type of star it is.
If it is forged, harnesses the blazing power of a neutron star.
Long story short, at best, Uru and neutron star material in the movies are one and the same. And at worst, the Marvel Universe just can't keep it all straight. Regardless, per National Geographic, a single sugar cube of a neutron star has a mass of 100 million tons.
Whoa.
So even if Thor's hammer isn't made of star material, well, it's still going to give us one massive estimate for how much kinetic energy that hammer generates and how much Vibranium can actually withstand.
Wow.
So the mass of an object is equal to its density times its volume. The density of a neutron star is, on average, approximately 10 to the 17th kilograms per cubic meter. And for the one-to-one Marvel licensed replica, the dimensions of Thor's hammer are 8.5 inches in height, 5.5 inches in width, and 5.5 inches in length, which makes the volume of the hammer to be 257.125 cubic inches, or 0.004213523831 cubic meters, which means that the mass of Thor's hammer is equal to 10 to the 17th times 0.00,
there's a lot of numbers here.
or 421,352,383,100,000 kilograms. Or if you're in America, 928,922,995,552,151 pounds. Holy Odin, that is a ton of weight. It's actually a lot more than a ton of weight. That is 71,000
Did you get it? Because
times
a ton
the weight
is
of the Great Pyramid
never
of
mind.
Giza. 8,000 times the weight of the entire Great Wall of China, which is assumed to be the heaviest man-made structure in the world at 116 billion pounds. But we can't actually confirm that since, can't really pick up the thing and throw it onto a scale. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, that Thor can wield his hammer at least as fast as an ace pitcher, 100 miles per hour or 45 meters per second. That would mean that the energy required to deflect Thor's hammer is 426,287,287,888,750,000 joules. To put that into context, that is more than twice as much energy as the largest nuclear weapon ever tested on planet Earth. Nothing ever devised on planet Earth could ever take Vibranium down. But then, what about something that was devised in anime? One Punch Man has done a lot of training for this fight.
100 push-ups,
100 sit-ups,
and 100 squats. Then a 10 kilometer
wanna go run.
And while that training regime might not sound like a lot, which is kind of the joke, guys, Saitama seems to possess a seemingly limitless amount of physical strength. Unlike Vibranium, the massive Saitama
just
is
basic
a very
training.
standard 70 kilograms. So when it comes to kinetic energy, it's not his weight that's doing the damage, it's his speed. You see, all those squats and 10K runs over the last 3 years have given him a velocity that is off the charts.
Yeah.
When Saitama fights the alien invader Lord Boros, he gets knocked to the moon. This is no big deal because Saitama easily jumps from the moon right back to Earth in less than 19 seconds. The distance from the Earth to the moon is on average 238,606 miles or 384,000 kilometers, which means to travel from the moon to the Earth in 19 seconds or less, Saitama's average velocity per second would have had to have been 20,210,500 meters per second or 12,558,222 miles per second.
Wow, that's really fast.
Times the speed of light. Which means that when it comes to kinetic energy, Saitama is exerting at least 1/2 times 70 kilograms times 20,210,500 squared, 142 quadrillion, 962 trillion, 508,587,500,000 joules of kinetic energy, or about a third of what Vibranium withstood when hit with Thor's hammer.
Whoa.
So at the outset, it would seem that Vibranium actually trumps One Punch Man. It's about 3 times stronger than the fastest we see him go in the anime. But it's important to remember that Saitama is lazy. He almost never uses his full strength in battle. And even though the moon jump is the fastest that we see him move, it's not his greatest feat of strength.
No.
For that, we need to examine when he punches through a planet-killing meteor on its way to Earth. In episode 7, we see Saitama stop a meteor that's described as a level 9 on the Torino scale. Now, that might seem like it's something that's just made up for the anime, but it's not. The Torino scale is a real method of categorizing the impact hazard of space objects, based on 1, their probability of hitting Earth, and 2, the kinetic energy and diameter of the asteroid. And it gives me great happiness to report that currently there are no space objects rated non-zero on the Torino scale. It would appear that Earth is safe. But a level 9 meteor is serious business. To give you some context,
I like that that's a real thing.
Impact that killed off the dinosaurs and sent Earth into an ice age. Level 9 impacts, which do severe regional damage, happen once every 10,000 to 100,000 years. And knowing it's a level 9 tells us that the diameter of this asteroid is between 100 meters and 1 kilometer.
Wow.
So to approximate the mass of this anime's
that's interesting.
Asteroid,
Did not know that.
I compared it to 101955 Bennu, an actual planet-killing asteroid floating around in space right now that fits right into the size range. As such, we can say that One Punch Man's asteroid has a rough mass of 78 billion kilograms, or 171,960,564,504 pounds. The weight of 10,000 Eiffel Towers.
Wow.
Meteors tend to enter Earth at speeds between 20 and 72 kilometers a second, so if Saitama's asteroid is traveling at the max speed of 72 kilometers a second, this would mean that the kinetic energy needed to at the very least stop this asteroid is 202 quintillion 176 quadrillion joules.
That's a lot.
Is 473 times what we calculated for Vibranium, which means that in the battle between Saitama and Vibranium, One Punch Man surges ahead. Something that he would be, well, he wouldn't really care about all that much. And remember, all of this is Saitama without even breaking a sweat. Vibranium, on the other hand, has shown some cracks in its literal armor. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Thor wasn't the only one having strange visions. It's easy to forget Tony Stark's hallucination where he saw Captain America's shield broken and all the Avengers dead amongst the rubble. And while yeah, that was just a mind trick brought about by the Scarlet Witch, it could be a sign of things to come in Avengers 4. I mean, in the comics, a number of people, both good and bad, have shown themselves able to destroy Captain America's shield, including the man that's currently on everyone's mind, Thanos. In the comics Infinity War is based on, after that infamous snap, Earth's surviving heroes launch a final desperate attack against Mad Dad Thanos, still equipped with all 6 Infinity Stones. It doesn't go that well for him. In fact, pretty much everyone dies. In a last-ditch effort, Captain America, the last man standing, battles Thanos head-on. With one swift punch, Thanos shatters Cap's shield. And that is how we're able to test the upper limits of Vibranium. Now, you might be asking how we could possibly calculate the energy output of all 6 Infinity Stones, but the thing is, we don't have to. At the beginning of this battle in the comics, in an effort to impress Mistress Death, Thanos turns off all the other powers except for the Power Stone, even though throughout the battle he's still doing reality-bending tricks, but whatever. So we know that Thanos' punch, infused with the Power Stone, is one of the few forces able to break through the limits of Vibranium.
Right. Oh, Black Panther.
Of solving its potential energy, but Infinity War gives us exactly the information that we need. During the climactic battle against Thanos on Titan, we see him use the Power Stone to destroy one of the planet's moons, and then rain the shards back down onto Titan's surface. Fragmenting a moon like that is certainly powerful, but notice that it doesn't blow up the moon in one go, but rather it has to dismantle it in one continuous wave across the planet.
And then brings all the pieces down.
All that tells us is that the energy required to blow up a moon is ultimately greater than what the gauntlet can deliver in one punch, because it has to dismantle the moon in parts rather than all at one time.
Right.
From there, believe it or not, it's actually relatively simple to calculate the energy needed to blow apart a planet or moon. Basically, all you need to do is have enough energy to overcome the gravitational binding energy
that's all you need,
pulling all that matter into the shape of the moon. I could probably go more in depth into that in a future episode. Anyway, the gravitational binding energy of a uniform sphere is equal to 3gm squared over 5r, where g is the gravitational constant, m is the mass of the sphere, and r is its radius. So I'm just going to use our moon as a stand-in for the one that Thanos destroys here. You get about 2.07 times 10 to the 29th joules of energy. That is 1 billion times what Saitama had to deliver in order to destroy that asteroid. And that's honestly where the battle sits right now. Do I think One Punch Man should win this matchup? Yeah, absolutely. The fact that we haven't seen Saitama break a sweat doing any of these extreme feats tells me that he could punch a moon and very easily destroy it in one punch. However, based purely on the feats of strength that we've seen in both franchises, Vibranium has shown itself able to handle kinetic energy input far beyond what we've seen Saitama deliver.
Oh no.
So, is that it? Vibranium wins, at least until One Punch Man Season 2 sometime in 2019? Well, not quite. I have one last quiz.
I am looking forward to Season 2.
Based on the first law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It has to be released somehow. Vibranium, like we discussed, typically stores and releases the energy in a controlled way. It's one of Black Panther's most useful skills.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
As we saw when Mjolnir hit Captain America's shield, Vibranium can indeed withstand all that energy, but it can't quite absorb all that energy, resulting in a shockwave that flattened the forest 100 feet in either direction. So imagine what happens if Saitama punches the Vibranium shield with the same force he used on that meteor, or a force equal to Thanos destroying the moon. The Vibranium would be unable to store all of that energy, releasing an even greater shockwave. On the low end, Saitama's punch is almost 474 times more powerful than Mjolnir's hit. The damage would be unspeakable. Everything and anyone within 9 miles of that impact would be totally decimated. Thus, in a battle between Saitama and Vibranium, the ultimate loser would be us.
Oh man.
But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode and haven't seen One Punch Man, well, check it out. It's available on Netflix and Verve right now. And while you're checking out stuff on the internet, check out my friends over on Wisecrack. They helped us by collaborating on the research for this episode, and they're just awesome guys. They have their main channel, Wisecrack, which if you've watched this channel for a while, you've heard me mention before, but they also have a dedicated new channel to film analysis called Earthling Cinema. I watch a lot of film analysis videos, and these are always way more fun than your average directorial review or hoity-toity film school breakdowns. Those have their place, certainly, and I totally binge-watch those, but Earthling Cinema analyzes movies from the perspective of an alien who shows up after humans have gone extinct. No joke, it's very outsider's perspective.
That's so interesting.
Great, and they just posted a new episode about Spider-Man Homecoming, which was pretty awesome as a movie. The episode talks about everything from how Spider-Man Homecoming relates to the tropes of classic
I like that idea.
all the way to its parallels with Birdman, all through the perspective of an alien with incredible eyebrows. You should definitely give this new channel a shot by clicking the box on the right or the link in the description.
I have to check them out. Aliens Guide.
Letting them know that the theorists work
That's such an interesting concept.
Something that reflects the fact that that. You know what? I'm just gosh darn hungry as I write this episode. Turkey. Go to their channel and comment turkey. Why are they commenting turkey? And we'll all know the secret, and we'll just laugh to ourselves at our little insider joke. So that's it. Punch the link you see on screen and comment on the video. Turkey.
Man.
Confusing little secret.
So if One Punch Man was to punch Captain America's shield, technically, you just decimate everything around it. That's... wow. There's so many numbers in that. It's so distracting. Like, obviously, I feel like I should be commenting when I'm watching it, but I'm just, like, trying to take it all in. Just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like... a billion, a million, a thousand. I'm just like, what the frick? But it's impressive. Obviously, the bigger the number, the more impressive the information that's being given to me. So that's how I interpret it. So that was cool. And yeah, One Punch Man Season 2, I cannot wait. And Infinity War, amazing film. In fact, I love all the Marvel stuff. And because I've done this, I hope you guys don't mind. Someone suggested a while ago that I do a Mother's Basement video, which is about Infinity War, based around that. I'm probably going to do that somewhere down the line soon. So, yeah, don't worry. If you see that, I'm not diverging away from anime stuff. It's just, I think it's an interesting video. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, yes, all you guys, next time.